Alright y'all, what's going on everybody? Today we're here with another video in Carx talking about Kino Mod, and I just wanted to make this video because there's not a lot of people who have kind of given updated information about Kino Mod. Not like too much has changed, but I feel like it's good to just have newer content out there. So if you have Kino Mod, you know what it is. Press F4 to open it unless you've changed the keybind. The stock keybind is F4, or the default keybind, excuse me. And you should get a menu like this. You can move it around. And it just has some basic toggles on it: headlights, hazards, your neons. You have a custom camera, custom HUD, license plates, maps, FPV drone, garage, graphics, players and collisions. Air suspension is a tier 2 Kino mod, like Patreon supporter thing. You do not have to continue to pay for the Patreon. It's just like a one-time thing. Then you can unsubscribe, and then after it's linked together through Discord and Kino, then it'll stay. I've only paid for it once. It was like $3 to get it, and that was actually one of the things that kind of led me to getting Kino Mod. Was like, oh, what? People got air suspension. I can make my car bounce. I can make it lean. That's pretty cool. Custom objects. So, like, for a good example, this horse right here, that's a custom object. It's not a part of the car. Change cars, which they actually have in-game now. That's just something that carried over from the old one, so you can completely ignore this toggle. Tune, for if you have a custom tune, or if people want to share their tunes through Kino, you can do it that way. Visuals, that's usually for your liveries and stickers and whatnot. Tools, there's just tools to export liveries and import them through like Blender and whatnot. Custom car parts, those are for mods. I'll get into that in another video because that's a whole video in its own. Sounds is actually something very new. So when you rev your car, your turbo noises, your exhaust noises, all of that you can fine tune and adjust now separately, but they've also like updated some so they sound better or more accurate to the engines that are actually supposed to be in them, rather than the stock car noises that are kind of just meh. Not that they're too much better or too much more realistic, but it is just a nice quality of life adjustment. The install content folder, this thing just makes things super easy and convenient to download things, which, like I said, I'll get into in another video, probably when we talk about the custom car parts and custom objects and stuff like that. These are just your general Kino settings, just your quality of life things, like unlock all the cars from the quest. So when you go into the garage and you want to get the Mustang or the Nissan Safiro, this thing, you don't have to do anything crazy to actually unlock the car. You don't have to do all those quests. Disable garage camera rotation, that's just something where if it's not disabled, my camera will start spinning, but I'd have to restart the game for that to actually work. Chat filter, I actually don't know why that's on, but we'll leave that on. And the biggest one I think people use it for, though, is the player collisions and players and collisions, excuse me. Because when you go in here and you're in a lobby, you'll see everybody's name here, and you can click on somebody's name, and then you'll see sync settings, collision settings. You click on collision settings, and then you can turn an individual player's collision off, or you can just go in here and just disable console collisions, hide console players, do it by incoming traffic is what I do. So if people are driving on the opposite way of you, it'll just make them non-contactable on your end and on their end. So you won't crash into each other. You can just continue doing your line. They can continue doing their line. And yeah, it looks kind of goofy just sliding through somebody else, but it's better than having to reset and completely stop your line. And then I'll have to load into a lobby. So yeah, as you guys can see, it takes away the big blocky bar around their names. It makes it a lot cleaner. It's just a lot less going on the screen. And then, like I said, another thing is the custom UI. So if I were to enable this, oh, load preset. Oh, my preset is gone. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, so I forgot that a lot of my settings got wiped, and this is also one of the things that got wiped. So we're gonna go through this live, y'all. So basically you'll sit here and you'll go and you'll activate the custom HUD, come through here, edit mode, and then you can see it turns everything gray, kind of see-through. But don't worry about that. It just means you're in edit mode. It says right here in the middle, HUD edit mode active. What is this? I don't know what that is. But what I like to use is the Kino tachometer. That's this little dude right here. We'll enable that. We'll come over to the tachometer that does not say Kino next to it. That's your regular one. We're gonna disable that. We're gonna come to user input, which is your pedals when you step on the gas, brakes, all that stuff. We're gonna go to the Kino one, enable that, and then same thing. We're gonna go find the regular one, user input without Kino next to it. Click on that, disable that. And then everything else is personal preference. If you want to move things around, you can do that. I have to figure out where the pedals are because I usually like to have them right here. So Kino right here, they're in the middle. Boom, let's slide them over here where I want them. And then let's make them a little bigger so that way people can actually see them. There we go. Move it right there. Boom. And I know it's still grayed out and acting weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Another thing I like to do is go mini map, and I just like to scale it down. I don't need my mini map super huge. I like halfway. Move that down. Click on this. Some of these you kind of just click on and move over. Click on and move over. And then same thing. I'll make that a little smaller. I don't need that thing huge. Make that smaller. And actually I'll put that. What is this? What is that? Chat button. I think I have my chat hidden right now, so it's not actually going to show, but we'll just move that right there. And then yeah, come back. I would save a preset. I'm just gonna do HUD. Boom, saved. Load preset. Click on it. Apply. Bingo. Back. And then there. You're out of edit mode. Your new preset is applied. Everything's smaller. That's a little cockeyed. I'll have to fix that because it's gonna mess with me. But that's the gist of it. But when people go head on to you and you're actually driving, if you're sitting still, people can still kind of bump into you. But when people are going the opposite way, it turns their collisions off so that way they can't bump into you. And I'll give you a good example. I'll go in the opposite direction of these guys in a second. See how it turns all their collisions off? But it also like allows you to kind of just do what you want if you aren't doing the same thing that everybody else is. Oh, here you set. Oh, shiza. All right, y'all. So hopefully that kind of gives you guys a better idea of what Kino has to offer. Next video, I'll be going a little bit further into depth of how to use the camera like I am right now to get some pictures like this. Insert on screen that you're seeing right now. And then I'll also show you guys kind of how to set up some graphics and how to make your game look a little better, because this is not how the game actually looks, believe it or not. I definitely do have some graphic settings, so if you're wondering why maybe there's some reflections or things in the background, you know, then I'll be going into further detail on that in further future videos. So if you like these videos, you know, stick around, say what's up in the comments, tell me what you guys want to see. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know, let me know, and I'll try my best to get back to you. And feel free to hop in the Discord, say what's up, come through, slide, you feel me? We be recording, we be getting doors. So yeah, don't be a stranger. Don't be scared. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Appreciate you guys for coming through. And hopefully this was some help to you. Peace, y'all. Bread and butter, boy. Yee.